Hi, my name's Dave. I'm your host. You're listening to The Last Podcast, where the first shall be last and the last shall be first. If this is your first time listening, welcome. I'm happy you found me. And if you're returning, welcome back. I really appreciate you listening, and I hope you continue to find tips, ideas, and value from listening to this podcast. Well, today is Labor Day, and I want to wish you a happy, healthy, safe, fun-filled, and joyful Labor Day. I know that the cookouts are happening, and I know you're probably visiting family, friends, and you're enjoying a great day. And the weather doesn't seem to be that bad so far. I mean, it looks a little cloudy, but wherever you at, I hope your day is joyful. So, have you ever felt uncertain or like you're in this type of fog and you just don't know what to do? I mean, I think we all had those moments when life feels unclear, like you're being in some type of envelope in a thick fog. Decisions become difficult, direction seems uncertain, and the path ahead seems sort of obscured. This metaphorical fog, I believe, can be disoriented. And I've been there just last year, where things felt overwhelming for me, leaving me unsure of how to proceed. I've been there because my life was turned upside down. And I'm only talking about this because it's Labor Day, and Labor Day, family gets together, family, friends, and they have a good time. Sometimes I wasn't always with my wife on Labor Day, but now that she's gone, I realize even though she probably went to a family event or something like that, she always came home, and I would be able to see her either before she left or when she comes home. So it's one of those moments that I'm having, where clarity, and how you miss your spouse, or you think of that smile, or the witty and smart things they say. And I've been there, and I'm there now. The fog in life can represent, I guess, various situations, and may seem like you feel lost for that moment, or in that moment, I should say. And sometimes, you want to feel that moment. There were times where things were so painful for me, I just did not want to feel that moment. And I realized I wasn't allowing myself to feel anything, and thereby not going through the natural costs of things, where you have to go through that pain and have to see it through so you can come out on the other side a whole lot healthier and better. So now when those moments come up in my life, I embrace them instead of shying away from them because I don't want to feel the pain. So all those moments, and sometimes when we do have those moments, we might feel uncertain, unclear about so many things. And I just want to remind you that it's okay. It's natural to feel a little loss. It's natural to feel that pain when you're missing somebody. Embrace it. Take in the moment and remember whoever you might have lost or whoever you're missing. Take a moment and embrace it. Think of all the good times that you've had. Think of all the moments you've shared together, and just think of all the goodness that you had. And I think you'll find yourself feeling a whole lot better. And I'm only saying this is because it's last year, it was so hard for me to deal with all the loss of family that I felt numb, and I didn't want to feel any pain, and I didn't want to go through it. But at the end of the year, I decided to embrace it. It was so hard. I mean, there were times at night where I would just literally be at the edge of my bed and just shed so many tears. I'm not trying to be a downer for you today, but I'm just trying to tell you, if you ever been in that position where you feel like you're in some type of fog, or I'm quite sure you've missed somebody, you've felt uncertain about something, I think it's time to embrace it. Embrace that feeling and find out and explore it. What's happening with you? What's happening with your feelings? Get in touch with yourself and say, okay, well, I'm feeling this because of whatever, X, Y, Z. And I'm going to embrace that. I'm going to miss whoever I miss. And I'm going to embrace the moments and think and share and reminisce. And I'm going to embrace it fully, and then I'm going to hold on to those memories and cherish those memories and learn from all the things that I've gone through. So the fog in life, like I said, it can represent so many things in our life where we feel that we don't have purpose, or we feel that we've lost purpose. That feeling of uncertainty definitely carries over into other areas of our lives. So I think it's important to recognize what's happening and what's causing it, especially in relationships. If you've been in a long relationship and if it's abusive or anything like that, that's a different story. Get out of that. But if you're in a relationship and you're just having a hard time, take a moment, find out what is causing all that. And sometimes in relationships we grow apart, and I get that. So I'm just trying to tell you, if you have uncertainty about something, find out where that uncertainty is coming from. Explore those feelings, and then basically say to yourself, okay, I can get through this. I need a little focus, and find that focus, whatever that focus might be for you, and keep moving forward. Keep going forward. And I think when you find yourself in that fog, the first step you want to do is pause. Hold on a moment. Don't rush through anything or make any hasty decisions. Like I said, explore it all. Acknowledge that you're in a period of uncertainty. So you want to understand where it's coming from. And it's okay to feel like that. That's the one thing I really want to tell you. It's okay to feel that way sometimes. But what's most important is that you move forward. You can embrace those feelings, but make sure you don't stay there. And that's okay. Just embrace it. Feel whatever you're feeling, and just make sure you don't stay there. Uncertainty is hard, because uncertainty can also lead to a couple of other things that I know I've experienced. Anxiety, stress, and we all know that anxiety and stress can also lead to health issues. But I'm not talking about that today. I'm just talking about that feeling of uncertainty, being in sort of some type of fog, and for the moment you feel like, I'm lost. I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't even know why I'm doing this. I think embrace that. And then sometimes you might have to make a shift in life. It can be anything that you want to do. And if you're young enough, I think you can do anything that you put your heart to it. Even when you're older, like I am. I mean, I've lived 3/4 of my life, and there was some good and there was some bad. Do I have any regrets? I have a few, and I wish that those regrets didn't exist, but they did, and I made peace with those. So that's what we can do with those regrets. If you have regrets in life, make peace with it. It's okay. It's natural too, especially if you have a regret that you wish you started something, a business, or went to school, or went into the service, or any of those things. Whatever your regret is, it's okay. Embrace that. But know now Whatever you want to do in your life, I don't care how old you are, go after it. Because that means that you'll have a period of satisfaction. You'll have a period of purpose. And you'll have the understanding knowing that, yes, you went through whatever you went through in your life and said, I wish I would have did this differently. I wish I would have did that. But I end my life on a good note. I lived with the end or the later half of my life with a purpose. I lived my dreams. I went after my dreams. I lived within my aspirations. I think we can do all those things if we put our mind to it, right? Practice like meditation or deep breathing, or simply just take time to reflect. You can center yourself. I know I do in the mornings. In the mornings, I have to regroup. I have to take a moment to breathe everything in. First thing I do is I thank God for living another day. And that's my deal. I mean, your deal could be something entirely different. So whatever it is that you are in a fog about or uncertain about, take a moment, reflect, take that time to assess your situation in life and where you're at, and figure out what it is that you're uncertain about, and then try to gain a little clarity. And when that fog lifts, it might take time, but clarity will eventually come. So that is my little message today. Whatever you're going through in life, just know that if it's a difficult moment in your life, that this too will pass. And we have to have a little rain in order to enjoy a little sunshine, right? So my name is Dave. You're listening to the last podcast where the first shall be last and the last shall be first. I want to wish you a happy Labor Day. And I also want you to share the podcast, subscribe, like, and do all those fun things. I appreciate you listening, and be blessed and have a great week. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.